Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today is September 25th, 2023, and here we are, beginning of fall, obviously end of summer, and I'm just gonna make this short little video just to, show you guys what it looks like end of summer. But this is the aftermath pretty much. I have these awesome little these little birdhouse gourds growing. I've planted them right down there in the ground past the deck here, and they're just absolutely taking over. Yeah, they're starting to die, and here's a few right here. There's one good size one. I like putting these up, around Halloween time and stuff. It's fun. And you could dry them out, obviously make a birdhouse out of it. Here's another one. Down in there, look at that slug on there. What the heck? Anyway. Yep, so once the frost comes, I just chop everything down, leave about like 3 inches of stem in the pots, and I throw all the leaves and stuff in the chicken coop, of course. Following spring, once it's all, not frozen anymore, that's when I rip the stems out, take all the roots out, and then till it up a little bit, add some fresh soil and compost and fertilizer in there, and then we're ready for the next season. So that's what I do. Anyway, let's check out the cactus greenhouse real quick before I take them inside for the winter time. And they're staying out here. It's in the 50s and 40s at night, but once it gets down, past 40 into the 30s, that's when I'll start taking them in. But it's been just chilly out and all. But look at this Mammillaria elongata, all these little pups on it. It's crazy, so many pups on there. This guy's getting great growth on a lot of them. I'm gonna turn this one into a little bonsai jade, Crassula ovida Gollum. This is just Crassula ovida, just the classic jade. But this is one I've been growing for, I don't know, 3 years. Every spring and every fall, you can see where I chop it, stuff, and the new growth comes, and just, it's a cool little bonsai. I don't even know what this is. This grows in Jersey here, like just out in the wild. I've seen it on the roadside and shit, so I just picked it up. Anyway, sensitive plants looking good. They're getting some little like mealy bugs or whatever these little white things are, these little aphids, I guess. This is the only plant in here that seemed to have gotten bugs on it, but these are pretty easy to kill. You can just spray them with soapy water too and they'll die. But that's not too bad of an infestation, but I love my sensitive plant here. And it's actually flowering. Anyway, yeah, I just want to take a look at the growth and all because, of course, I love just how plants grow and stuff and how big they can get. And this is for the future, pretty much. I'll just look back at this video and see how small my little baby cactus were. Mexico pot looking good. Rickrack cactus looking great. This little jumbled pot down here looking good. So yeah, I'll just put these in my garage or in like the front room where they don't really get a lot of sun. And obviously it stays room temperature-ish, even though it should be a little chilly, which is why the garage isn't a bad idea. Look at this. This lithops is flowering, I guess. Going into fall, that's strange. Anyway, yeah, so looking good. Got a little pups on this guy. This golden barrel down here. And this Mammillaria, even though I had it staked up and it flowered really nicely when it was staked up, even with the stake in, it still just wants to flop over. So next year I'm gonna just put the pot on its side or put it in another pot that just like is good to lay on the ground because it just wants to grow along the ground. That's fine. So anyway, there's the greenhouse there, and an overview again of everything. All the seed heads are going to seed, and then I'm just sprinkling them in the garden and stuff. The fig tree is absolutely massive. Look at that perfect fig. I'm getting like dozens of them every day. Tons and tons of them. If I can't eat them all, I just give them to the ducks. But this tree is absolutely massive. This tree is probably 6 years old, 5 years old in the ground or so. Look at them all in there, all the figs. Look at the wasps trying to get to the figs and all too. Huh. Look at them. Oh. This is where I'm gonna want my milkweed area to be. I planted all native common milkweed here, and here's a little bit of tropical milkweed just to see how it does, some rue. So this will be like my little butterfly host plant area here for next year. Anyway, yeah, the morning glory is absolutely taking over, so I got to remember that next year all the morning glory little sprouts that come up, I gotta rip them out because I left a bunch of them in here thinking, oh, it'd be fine, you know. And you can see they just absolutely taken over, killed all my peppers, all my tomato plants are dead. So, death to the morning glory next year. And here's the garden. I let the ducks in here. You can see how it's like kind of all flat and trampled down. That's because I let the ducks in and just ignore the mess, I guess, the random pots and labels and crap everywhere. But you can see everything's just getting flattened down, which is fine. And because that'll be all, you know, seeds for next year. Seeds that I won't have to plant for next year. Cucumbers and all are dead, of course. But yeah, I mean, I make these videos just so, you know, so I have an idea what to do next year. Still got little birds and all, blue jays coming and going. Hummingbirds I think are gone. The little feeders there, they're all migrating. All the monarchs too. I released over 85 monarchs this year. I had a little chart I kept this year of how many monarchs I raised. Anyway, this is a new little addition here. This is a little homemade pond that I built. And you can see the little froggy swimming around down there. There's a couple frogs in here. I just go back in the creek and I take them and I just bring them here and then they stay. But anyway, yeah, I made this really cheap for less than $100. You can see a little fish down in there, little mosquito fish, so they'll survive the winter. And there's a couple goldfish in there as well. And obviously I have the net over top to keep leaves out first of all, because it's fall. And then any predators, really. I'm not really worried about predators because there also is this outside fence because the ducks get in here, of course. I let the ducks in and I don't want the ducks in the pond. They have their own, they have tons of pools over there to swim in, but you know for sure that they would destroy the pond and eat all the plants. Anyway, but yeah, guys, check out the little mosquito fish down in there. They're a lot of fun to feed when it's warm weather and they're really excited and stuff. They come right up to the surface here and they're free. I just catch them at the lake. And goldfish are cheap. There's a few down there. They're cool colors. They're like koi colors. Red, orange, white. Anyway, yeah guys, so I think that'll be the video today. It's a shorter one, you know, decent length, whatever, but gardening's one of the only things that really gets me excited nowadays. There's nothing really in the world that's entertaining to me as much as gardening, except for, I guess, video games every once in a while. Anyway. The duck's doing great, Mr. Goose. I'll probably let him in the garden right after this video. Anyway, alright guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy. Blah, blah, blah. Peace.